Hello, and welcome back to Reading Homestuck with me, Shadeboy, and Arthur.
Hello.
We don't have George today. He's on the Nightmare Frontier. Just hanging out. Dying.
Classic.
Classic, indeed. Yes. Let's just jump right into it.
Let's get going.
Let's do it! Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that backup generator. Knitted laptop cozy.
The fuck is a laptop cozy? Is it like a cover?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just to keep the rain off it a bit.
Ain't that gonna be made of like wool? So it'll just hold the rain on it?
Well, it's better than the rain being in the laptop, I suppose.
Fair enough.
It's it'll do in a pinch, and given the circumstances, I'd call this a pinch. That'd
Fair
be
enough.
such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You capture log the laptop plus cozy. Let's equip the grimoire to the strife specifics. Arthur, do you want to read this page?
I'm just trying to work out what the fuck I've just observed.
She tried to equip a book as a weapon.
That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces you just don't want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. You put the book down. What a bitch. You know? Just parry the evil darkness, you know?
Just
Dodge roll.
parry it, casual.
Just dodge roll. Got 100 invisibility frames, so it's baby mode. Just win.
Fucking loser. Let's recapture log the items. You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Allocate the knitting needles to the strife specimens instead.
Oh shit. Stab.
You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles, you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish.
Time to commit murder.
You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, be careful with all that stuff. Knit a plush cuddle Cthulhu to soothe the nerves. Arthur, do you want to read this page?
Grimoire for summoning the 700 logically...
The zoologically something.
Zoologically superious or something. That would also be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are, however, many other specimens of the dubious you're familiar with, zoologically dubious, such as consult the grimoire. Thluthulu. Thluthulu, the foul patron of misery. To hear his mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epoch of joy has come to an abrupt end.
And Narub Yiglith, Shame Beast King of Grotesquerie, Writhe Lord of the Moist Beyondhood. Hearing his melodious chirps and tongue clicks causes one's bones to explode.
And of course, there is Oglagoth, the Deep One. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuous for a 9,000 year span. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods, which caters to the whims of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest ring.
Mm.
Are they like making fun of Lovecraft horror?
No, it's possible.
Because to be fair, a lot of this is quite similar.
Well,
They kind of got it spot on.
they're on point. They're on point
Yeah.
with the critiques,
Man, you know.
with the parody.
Yeah.
And then there's this strange page containing some rather mysterious notes on summoning procedures. You've never been quite sure what these diagrams are getting at. Take the shit.
Go to church, plug in window, rotate window.
Get
It's
different
quite
window.
simple. It's quite simple.
Yeah, it's a 4-step process. Go to church, plug in the window, rotate the window, get a new window. There's your summoning.
How to summon a window, idiot.
New window. How to replace your windows.
Through the magic of Eldritch.
Let's take our shit and go. You recapture log everything the way you want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. You figure that's enough dilly-dallying. Time to get a move on.
Oh shit, a house.
And audio. You wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began, perhaps long enough to forget its purpose. It no longer even knows to assuage fire. Somewhere, a zealous god threads these strings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony it fears impossible to play. And so it threads on and on, delaying the rays of the conductor's baton. How you hate this season. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. American sports legend Charles Barkley. Let's confront mother. Surely your mother is lurking nearby. You should be prepared for an unpleasant confront. Psych, and now we're here.
Did she have katanas on the wall?
I think she did. No, this person does. This person does. What?
This motherfucker's about to draw a fucking To Heaven style cut you open.
Do you wanna read this page?
Oh yeah, sure. There's this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude like this probably has a real cool name, but he probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. He'd be way too busy for that. Busy being totally sweet. But you could always try and guess his name, and if you were right, he'd nod ever so slightly. That's a cool dude's way of letting you know there might just be hope for you yet.
Let's enter his name. Insufferable prick. This guy doesn't have time for this sort of bullshit. Let's try again.
Pull up.
Oh, it was one of the katanas that was on the wall.
No, what I'm saying is, why do you get the shorter one?
Quicker to reach.
Everybody knows bigger is better.
We could have that discussion. Perhaps another episode. Perhaps another episode. Dave Strider. Dave Strider.
How the fuck did you know that? Holy shit. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't guess your name.
Jesus fuck. Look at the goddamn cable. This guy lives in like late 80s, early 90s sci-fi setting. Just cables are the flooring. Your name is Dave. It is an unseasonably warm April day. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably, even more cranked would be your fly brads, which brings us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. Oh god, he's a hipster. He's a hipster, Arthur. Oh no.
I think you mean he's a cool dude.
Well, I mean...
My name's Dave Strider. Have you heard of this band? Oh god.
You can't think of an obscure... You think of an obscure band for the joke. I'll continue the monologue.
I've got an obscure band. I just need to actually find out their name, so I don't accidentally not say their name correctly. I've got one of their songs saved. Oh yeah, Massive Fermenting Dregs. You heard of that band?
I have not. It does work for the joke. If you guys have heard of Massive
Fermenting Dregs,
if you guys have heard of Massive Fermenting Dregs, leave a comment down below. Oh god.
Then
cool.
They make some interesting music.
If you know them, you have something in common with Arthur.
I found them
debatably not a good thing, but depends on your perspective.
This is literal verbal abuse. I'm not even being paid.
Well, I mean, to be fair, having something in common with me is also debatably not a good thing.
Just because the
with
person
anyone
who's verbally abusing me is a shithead doesn't mean it's not verbal abuse.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Look, if I start getting ad revenue money, I might pay you.
What, 2%? Fair enough.
Well, 2% of 2 pence will still be nothing. So
nice. Can't wait.
I'll pay you an exposure.
Oh,
I'm paying you an exposure, man.
I'm trying to get you out there.
I'll put your Twitch channel in the description.
If you want, mate.
I won't then. Where was I?
You collect weird dead things.
Yes, you collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You're an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. And if the inspiration strikes you, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. What will you do? Retrieve arms from cinder blocks. Nah.
Who the fuck is Dave?
It's us. It's this guy. We've been over this not...
No, what I'm saying is, why are we here now? Why are we here?
Get the damn beta and save your friend's life. I think this guy's TG. Given the context from the previous one. From the previous thing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life. And in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Maybe not, I don't know. These are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labelled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your bro's copies, who labelled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you'll let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upmanship. Alright, bleat like a goat and piss on the turntable.
Why?
This is just a running gag now, I guess.
Why does it just keep doing that? It was funny the first time, maybe, and then after that, it was
And it was only
Right.
funny because we kind of made it funny. Hopefully, this running gag comes to a close soon. Though I get the terrible feeling it probably won't.
Woo!
Do you want to read this pitch?
Yeah, sure. You would never consider allowing any fluid even remotely resembling urine to touch your beloved turntables. It would risk breaking them. And a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want any part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. This sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies to stupid idiots.
Like that thing that's happening right now.
Oh shit. Are we idiots?
It is. What, like the two of us, or Dave here, or all three?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The answer is yes. You will, however, contemplate bleating like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date. Let's examine the closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap. Like that box. And that bottle of... What is that? Is that... Check the blue box.
It's the cum box.
The bottles. Ah, yes, I remember this from when I was editing the Act 1 Best Of video. It's the bottle of apple juice that we just had the big long piss conversation about. Like in comic and in real life. Both of them were big long piss conversations based around those bottles. Piss.
Mum found the piss straw.
Why's it gotta be a draw, bro? Why's it gotta be a piss draw, man?
Store my piss is my desire.
I'm probably going to request...
I will piss with great ire.
I'm probably going to regret asking this, but... The piss drawer concept. Is it just a drawer with a bunch of bottles of piss in it? Or is it just like... Piss in the drawer, no other container? No other container?
Raw piss in a raw drawer.
It is raw piss in a raw drawer. Yeah, no, it is, yeah, so it must be, yeah, this is TG. Because, his friend John Egbert. And also the piss and the box and the glasses and all that. This is the package that your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also...
It's just ironic.
Yes.
Ironic.
The box also included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet. Proudly and ironically... Set the fucking box. You capture log the box through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards, and the remainder is the index. Box is 2 plus 1 plus 2, which is 5. 5 divided by 10 is 5. Or five divided by 10 is leaves a remainder of 5. Something. I don't know. I am bad at maths.
It leaves a remainder of 0.5.
Yes. I am bad at maths.
Well, actually, wait, no, it does leave a remainder of 5. If you're doing it with remainders, it's 0, remainder 5.
Yes.
In it.
Yes. Yes.
In it.
Yeah. In it.
In it.
Eh.
Did you know in it is the British equivalent of yes?
Indeed. I did know that because examined jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet. Well, at least it wasn't an unknown white substance.
It's the piss jar.
The jar of piss. Oh, hell yes! It's an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited. Take that juice. Capture log juice into card 7. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. Divided by 10, remainder 7. Access Pester Chum and Pester John.
In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it, in your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at that box he sent you, or you might have forgotten. You also might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been harping about it for weeks. It would be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper.
My man's got the My man's got the fucking. He got the LEDs in the PC. RGB. Glass side. He's got the kit.
I have a glass side in my PC, but it faces my window.
I've got 2 glass sides in my PC, but it's in a cupboard, so I can't see either of them. What a wonderful shit show our PC positioning is.
Yeah, I mean mine's great outside of the fact. I mean, it doesn't even look very nice on the inside anyway, so I'm glad it fits.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not like I have any RGBs or anything.
My man's actually got a half decent fucking background. It's better than fucking John.
Yeah, it looks alright.
I love how he's got just ill beats and then just complete bullshit. Very good. Oh, we're in a flashback. We've flashbacked.
Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? On Raid Shadow Legends.
Download Raid.
Conversation.
George, what's the voice?
I got a little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny.
Arthur.
Oh hell! That is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. But I can't swear on Linus Tech Tip channel. What am I doing?
Okay, that's fine. But I have just one question. And that one of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters, starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage?
But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting that someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory?
All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts.
Howie Mandel's piss is in a bottle. Why am I not already drinking it?
That's a good point. Consume the Howie piss. Consume the Mandel piss.
Consume the Howie Mandel challenge.
Consume the monster piss.
Consume.
Piss on me.
Arthur.
I've already forgot Linus's voice. I'm loading up YouTube again.
We've got to replenish it. We've got to replenish it.
Linus, the best gaming laptop, period. On paper, it looks to be the Asus Zephyrus G15 GA503. All right, I've got it down again, guys.
We got the voice back.
Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, it was his reaction was nigh instantaneous. You've never drunk piss? What a dick and balls.
What a pussy.
Fucking
What
casual.
What an absolute casual turn-tech titty god is. Linus turn-tech tips titty god.
Oh, of course, Linus has never drank piss. It's not family friendly.
It's not family friendly, of course,
Get
George.
demonetized.
Of course. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice.
We got the voice.
Okay, I can accept that, but monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has this really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet?
No. Did you?
Man, I got 2 copies already. And I'm not going to give it to you. But I don't care. I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got... Huh?
Slam.
Did you see how it got slammed in game, bro? What the fuck? What are these guys even on about? Are they high?
Game Bro is a joke. We both know it.
Oh, Game Bro's a website.
No, it's a magazine, but
It's
close
a
enough.
magazine, but yeah, basically.
We know this because we already read the first thing.
In 2009, paper does still exist.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've seen the crisp white sheet of paper.
Yeah,
Elon
definitely.
Musk, in his infinite wisdom, obtained every US dollar, burnt them all, and replaced the US currency with Bitcoin and Dogecoin. In 2020.
And GameStop's
GME stocks. Of
GME
course.
stock.
Of course, he did those things. Those things are things that he has done and will continue to do. All right, I've lost the voice again.
We gotta get
You know you
Linus
gotta
turn
welcome
tech
it back.
titty god. Linus turn tech tips titty godhead.
I need to hurt him.
Alright.
Fast, relatively lightweight, and
Just
made of some of the strongest materials available. Yeah, why don't you go check out your mail? Maybe it's there now.
Ectobiologist, the main character.
It's John. Yeah, that's John.
That's not a bad online name.
And then we're turn tech godhead.
That's a terrible name.
And then there's tentacle
Also, it's, like,
therapist and
great.
garden gnostic.
The other names are great. Turntech Godhead feels like an ironic name or like an Xbox Live tag.
To be fair, I think it fits. The names work. The online names work. For the characters, at least. Let's go online and view sites indicative of our interests. You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog, where you post monthly satirical reviews of GameBro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dogging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. That'll probably just link back to previous issue. Maybe. You know what? Fuck it. We'll check. It's just the image.
It's just the image. It's just a thing.
Yep.
Honestly, like,
It's a link to the JPEG.
That reminds me of the fucking the Madden 21. Like, not Madden 21, MBK 21. Fucking art. Do you know what I mean?
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's just a bunch of fucking image, like PNGs layered over each other with a white background.
With a shit ton of fucking... Yeah, it's...
Just reminds me
It's
of
a
that.
work of art, I would say. A work of art. Hanging up in the Louvre.
To be honest, that looks better because it's got some actual editing in there.
Mm. In a new tab, you open one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity. Just how you like it. Fuck.
Is that like, are they parodying their own comic?
No. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Let me just... It's this. Have you seen this before? That I told you about the stairs. Have you seen this before? Because if you...
No, I haven't seen that before.
That is fair. I did not know it was from Homestuck. I did not know that Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff was a Homestuck thing. But it entirely makes sense.
What the fuck is that? That's all I'm saying.
I think we could hang around on this site for a long time, but we won't. We'll go back to the webcomic we're actually here to read. Let's check the latest page of the Midnight Crew. You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how the new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. And yes, this is another thing that Andrew Hussey made before Homestuck.
So he's just promoting
He's just promoting his own shit, if we're honest. But like, I don't know. I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle. I'm gonna be honest.
Kind of cringe. I'd downvote that on Reddit.
Did Reddit even exist in 2009? I don't remember. I was a child.
Same.
Midnight Crew. Oh, we're just playing some of Midnight Crew now, I guess. This is just a part of the comic. Arthur?
You were members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity, and your schemes are convoluted. You're planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do?
Use Occam's razor on plans and schemes. Spade Slick uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole into the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. Climb the ladder and exit the hideout and implement the nefarious plots. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that'll make a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. Let's skip ahead 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. It looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that the tipping point may have been ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup.
Oh no. Murder.
Wacky shit. Save place, read later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. You just don't have time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is. Answer chum. Ah!
Oh,
It is Tutu.
it's a new conversation.
Yay! New conversation!
It's a new conversation, innit, bruv?
Ini.
Innit?
Alright.
Alright.
Give it a
In
moment.
some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign, wanton disrespect, either that or flagrant homosexuality.
Did you hear that?
Fuck, what voice?
It was sort of a cool just a cool dude voice, because it's TG.
What? Oh no. No, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm sort of a big deal, okay?
I know. Sometimes I wonder how you are ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing all voices whisper it's the guy who has a blog.
Seriously. Dudes be worshipping me left and right. I can't hardly walk down the streets without stepping over the torsos of the prostrate.
I love how it's slowly shifting more and more towards I'm Duke Nukem.
I'm Dick Kickham. I'm here to kick dicks and dick cakes.
And I'm all out of dicks. Alright.
Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of deferential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help.
Yeah, I mean, damn. Like there's this scruffy little shit at my feet. An orphan or something. I don't know. Face flush on the pavement, and I'm like, dude, you're listening for the stampede of buffalo or something? He braves a look at me and gives my shoe a little kiss, and then scurries the fuck off.
Heavy is the crime.
Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess.
Breathtaking magnanimity.
Among other things, I just give and fucking give.
Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle.
Oh, oh, wait.
Yep, no, it is-
For fuck's sake. You're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game.
Baseless accusation.
Look, I am telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He will play it with you and probably be tickled and retarded about it.
I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however.
Yeah, I'll hassle him some more about it. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play. Will that make you happy? And why are they flirting so damn hard?
I think that was a point John brought up in the in Act 1, and and you also had a problem with it. We had a shtick.
That's an ugly
Well, no, on
rumor.
your on my internet.
Whoever told
Not
you
for
that's
long.
a filthy liar. And you should probably stop hitting him on him all the time or whatever. Give him a sec, Wally.
Give him a
That is
moment.
that is the absolute worst response, or like worst thing to do, when a joke between somebody is that you flirt with somebody, to be like, hey, you should, unless the joke is that they hate. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, man.
Arthur's an expert
When a
on this
joke,
particular brand of joke, having
when a
been on
joke
all
is
sides of
you-
it.
when you flirt with, or the joke is haha you like, or haha likes you, the worst thing to do is involve everyone in that joke, because then it's awkward. You've got, unless both the victims are equally, the but is that they like each other, then obviously you've got to include everybody. But if it's just haha, you know, funny I flirt with friend, and then somebody comes along and says, "Damn, you two should stop flirting." It's like it turns the haha funny flirt to it's just a bit awkward now, isn't it? It's just a bit of a
He knows.
awkward,
He's been there.
awkward situation.
He's been on all sides.
It's really funny. Like just casually like doing really shitty flirts with like friends is a lot of fun, and it's a really just it's a good way to start conversation, just like have fun and chat. But
Yeah, shoot your
if
shit.
it's like hey, two should go out. It's like all right, cunt.
I say I'd probably, I don't know. That sounds like a cunt so far. Well, I mean, to be fair, that just shows that you never know until you actually,
Yeah, some sort of philosophy about the nature of friendship and knowing people, or some guff. Neither.
I've become the very thing I swore to destroy.
My God.
More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry.
And yep, that's the thing. Okay. John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing. Oh, we've cut back to him in the present.
Sorry, I was just remembering what hasn't happened to me. My bad.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out. But a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe it is that bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that?
A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the door.
Holy shit, oil.
Troubling! Investigate this!
Oi. Oh shit, oil.
There is a trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room. Let's go back to Dave and play some hauntingly sick beats.
Damn, I can't believe I'm watching my father get murdered, and now we're having a commercial break.
for Dave Strider's musical emporium.
Dave Strider.
Dave Strider. Oh. You've had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around on it all week. It's time for you to get your jam on. You pull up to your trusty Akai MPC 1000 sampler and prepare to get sick nasty. Let's see how sick nasty he gets. Left knob volume for current sample, right knob master volume. Stop. Can we just hang on? No, it appears that this would have been something had Flash not died. This is so sad. We're reading the worst version of Homestuck.
This is the darkest timeline.
Indeed. It's not even an S thing anymore. No, it is a singular image.
Alright.
Dave, it's time to take a sip of the apple juice, despite what John said about it potentially being monster piss. Because apparently, Dev just is a pussy. He just doesn't want to drink the piss.
Do you want me to read this line?
Oh yeah, you can.
Those beets were so fresh they
They were.
belong in the produce aisle, is what you were talking about. Sucker moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons. Know what I'm saying?
No.
If your beets that fresh, it would be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory SWI.
So to get... I see. So to get something out of his inventory, he needs to use it with a verb, and the verb needs to match the same rules as the item that match the same remainder with the same formula as the item that went in. So swig, 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, divided by 10 also leaves a remainder of 7. Which is why you can get the monster piss. It is no longer apple juice, it is monster piss now. I'm changing the canon, boys.
He's beginning to believe.
And I'm figuring out the rules of the Homestuck. My god. Fucking over the back of this bit. Editor me, over the back of this bit, play fucking... What's the song from Interstellar? I don't know the name of it off by heart, but I'll know the one. I'll know the one.
Yeah, fair enough.
For a funny gag. You can't do it. John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Mandel's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert.
If your piss looks like apple juice, you have a problem. You understand that?
Yeah. If your piss is indistinguishable. Well, I mean, he's a monster, so for all we know, monsters do piss just apple juice yellow.
Well, apple juice
as a
isn't yellow
rule.
though. It's like orange.
Well,
It's like
yellow
not
orange.
incredibly orange.
It's a yellow
like,
orange.
It's golden.
Hmm.
Piss.
Well, it is
It's
called
yellow.
a golden shower for a reason, I guess. But piss shouldn't be
different to
that.
apple
It
juice.
shouldn't be that shade of yellow.
Yeah,
Ish.
exactly. I mean,
you know.
even if you're not drinking very much water, and obviously when you piss into the toilet bowl, your piss is rather diluted by the
Yeah,
water in the
it's
toilet.
watered down a bit.
But if you piss into, say, a jar like that, it should still look rather different to apple juice. That's my health PSA.
Mm.
If it looks like apple juice, drink some fucking water.
Mm. A little bit of medical advice from Dr. Arthur, MD.
Stands for Mother Ducker.
Exactly. You recapture log the juice. Allocate the sword to the Strife Specibus.
Holy shit. Got a fucking knife?
Your Strife Specibus is already allocated with the blade kind abstratus. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it is in your Strife deck. But you'll have to capture log it first before moving it there. Let's capture log the sword. The ninja sword. 2 plus 1... The numbers on screen equals 17, divided by 10, remainder 7, occupies the same card as the juice. Remainder 7. Expelling the juice from your Silodex. It splashes all over your turntable and your copies of the beta. Ah!
That's why this fucking dumbass should just learn that it's called a fucking katana, and also that she's got your back, and you should also be careful not to get killed by her, because her sword strips the souls of its victims. I mean, what a dumbass. Just saying.
Yeah, no, that would have put it in number 9. So, he's an idiot.
Number 9.
Do number 9s. And, put the whole put the whole clip in.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
Alright.
But that's what happened to his copies. He didn't lose them. Monster piss got on him. Let's grab a towel or something.
Oh, why do these people live in these, like, dystopian, artistic shitholes?
I know there's probably going to be an explanation for it. Or maybe not.
My dad's obsessed with clowns. Oh, my dad's obsessed with puppets. Oh, children go missing in the town every 4 months consistently, and their bodies have never been discovered. And there's a weird smell coming from my basement around that time. Oh,
I can't figure it out. I can't figure it
it's
out.
a mystery.
What's
Better
going on?
catalog the mystery. Don't understand.
You head out. You head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not.
I think his obsession with puppets is a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a bit whack, you know?
And also the fact that he kidnaps a child every 4 months.
And the fact that the basement keeps getting real
Just a bit
fucking
manky.
stinky, real manky, you know?
Gross, you know? You should clean that out.
Yeah.
Don't worry, when everything surrounding the house disappears, he can just toss the bodies off the edge.
Yeah, it's fine. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. You enter the bathroom. There's a damp towel on the floor. You can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging?
I was murdered 2 years ago. My soul is contained in this puppet form.
Yeah, I was about to say, from the looks of the black marker under the headpiece there, it seems like that if it weren't for the extra strings, it would be just hanging.
Damn, bro, don't leave me hanging.
Damn, bro, don't leave me hanging.
Alright, let's get on.
Yeah, let's capture log the damp towel. You take the damp towel, expelling the box. God, I love how Dave is just as shit with his fucking Silodex as John was. They're both stupid.
Imagine just not being shit.
Imagine.
So, what if you were just to refer to it as a wet towel? Like,
That's the
literally,
thing.
all you have to do
That's
is
the
just think
thing,
of
yeah.
it as something else.
Yeah, that's the big.
It's gotta not be shit.
Yeah, wet towel would have just put it slightly backwards
Wet
on the
towel.
floor. Boom.
Katana. Wet towel.
If you had just used those words, nothing would have been expelled. Search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Nah, you just decide to wring this towel out into the toilet and make it less damp. No, it's just a towel. Let's take the towel. You take the towel and grab the box again while you're at it. I'm gonna go clean up that juice. Oh no, it's seeped. You clean up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to dry off.
In the breeze of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them.
So let's turn off the fan. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it will ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours forever. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta yet. You also might chat about your respective Silodexes. Silodices, whatever, and fetch motor. If the topic happens to come up. You wonder if he's anywhere near as smooth with his Silodex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies in the open window and snatches the beta. Possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. You yell at the bird.
Use the sword. Kill the bird.
Stab it! Oh.
You were right.
We were right. Stop.
Stop.
You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all.
That's why you don't throw swords.
Yeah, especially not when you're ejecting them from your inventory at speeds capable of breaking glass.
Nice throw, though, I will say.
Oh, it's a good quality.
He's good at it.
He's good. He's
He's
good at it. No, he's not. That was.
He's got potential.
He's got growing room, you know.
Exactly.
No one can ever know about this. Let's look out the window. Arthur?
Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never planned on using the beta ever. Anyway, now that bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your whoa, wait, what? You prepare to descend the stairs to your...
Descend the stairs. That's definitely a problem if you're descending stairs.
You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You are standing eye to eye with a familiar foe, a 20-foot-tall granite statue of the mighty wizard Zazapan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze, to peer into those aloof, glassing eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal, to behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewilderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whisker shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled.
You find
this...
Oh, this is the first time this has happened between you and me, though. It's usually me and George, but again, he's on the nightmare frontier. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. Let's psychoanalyze Mother's love of wizards. She's a Harry Potter fan, unfortunately.
What a loser.
What a piece of shit. There is nothing to psychoanalyze. Your mother clearly has no real affinity for these damnable things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, She finds them more repellent than you do. She's just a committed woman.
Oh, all right.
Let's go downstairs to the kitchen back door.
You descend to the living room area of your home's expensive open layout. There is the sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange presence in the living space. But it's hardly audible to you through familiarity. There's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the long trek around the house in the rain. You might as well see if you can slip through the kitchen and out the back unnoticed.
View Mother's solid copper vacuum statue.
Again, dystopian horror aesthetics.
It is certainly an aesthetic. Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But it wasn't always. A while ago, you gave this as an ironic gift to your mum for Mother's Day. You even customized it with a drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gifts so much, she had it bronzed and put on this pedestal. She even left it plugged in so it can still be turned on now and then. But never to do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes at night, when you're in your room, you can hear it wailing from downstairs. She must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged. Let's grab the Eldritch Princess.
It's a bit too big to capture log. Not that you would want to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday, as a totally passive-aggressive gesture. You decide to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet, and probably never would. She will never be the one to blink first.
Alright. Let's acquire an umbrella for protection from the elements. U is greater than L and less than V.
Fuck.
It's the tree thing. Or U goes to... I don't know. I am not good at data structures, which is what these are based on. You're going to have a hell of a time accessing that card.
I get it. I understand. Makes sense.
You're going to have a hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. You guess you'll just cross that bridge later. Peek inside the kitchen. And this wide shot of Rose Lalonde's kitchen is where we will end this episode. Make sure autosave is on. So Arthur, what do you think of
I don't know, it's been more interesting this time. It's been split up over different characters, which is nice because I don't like any of them, so I get to spend as little time with each of them as possible.
I can appreciate the attitude, but yeah, I'm liking
In
how
all
this
honesty,
is going.
It's fine. I mean, I don't think it's anything to sneeze at, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
It's pretty alright.
entertaining enough. I definitely wouldn't be reading it in my own time, but I'm happy to be here. Good fun.
It's good to shitpost about.
Exactly.
Which is just what I like.
Right.
Indeed. We will see you on the next episode of Reading Homestuck next week. But before we reach the outro, it's time to plug some shit because I now have a Twitter and a TikTok and a Twitch, all of which are going to be linked at some point during this outro guff. I might there are also links in description, potentially links in description if I remembered. I haven't figured out how I'm going to plug these yet. But yeah, and if there's 2 Twitch links down there, I actually decided to put Arthur's in there as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yes,
Cool.
now it's time for the outro. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Later.